Hello everyone, welcome back to Pathologic. Last time we had everything set up to beat the game and then my computer crashed. There was a literal act of God preventing me from beating the game, which is fun. So, hopefully, God willing, today we actually get the last of our endings. We have, yeah, did we talk to you, Changeling?
It's so cold.
Alright, so a few things to talk to with Clara here. Your time's almost up. Soon the barrage begins. Your confidence are alive and well. I'll be waiting. Oh, god damn it. Okay, hopefully it's hooked back in. Alright, yeah, still more things happening. Don't worry about it. Your confidence are alive and well. I'll be waiting for you in the council. The confidence are alive. I'll come to council with you, and there won't be a single queen there that I won't be able to convince with my cause. But are you absolutely sure they're alive? Do you really want me to come to the council? Come to the cathedral. I'll give you the right to decide.
I'm surprised you're still alive.
Let's start talking like a freak to her. Are you aware that we're toys? Of course I am. Were you not? How long were you aware of that? I'm aware of something else too, I am. Almost everyone we've come across in the past few days are toys. Honest to God toys. But some creatures here are more intricate. Who? You and me, for example. You should understand quite a lot about yourself. You feel a powerful will standing behind you. That's me, I guess. I'm gonna surprise you quite a lot, teehee. What would you have done if you knew beforehand? I would have shot myself. Well, puppets we are, true, but not the puppet that matters, but whose hands control it. Have you seen them? I have. They probably think themselves so big. They think they're real human creatures, little baby kids, don't they? Aren't they? I wouldn't be so sure. I have a gut feeling about it. That's my knack. What can you do? The bachelor's probably still thinking he's a bachelor, doesn't he? Ha ha ha. You would have gone very well with those kids. Tell what you know. I've already told you everything. I don't know anything, but I sense a lot. See you, Ripper. See you.
Neither the town nor the tower have to...
Okay, I'm gonna talk over you. We get to do both routes here. Turns out that you're a toy, Clara, and I'm a human being. Are you sure? I am. So I'm not human. That gives me a huge advantage over you. Why? Because you think I'm a toy. I know who you are, but you don't actually know who I am. So I have an advantage. How so? Who were you fighting all this time, are you human? The inevitability? You realize now that you've lost? There's nothing to be done. It's too late. Alright, let's go to the cathedral. And so now, we go to the cathedral. Yep, and there we go. Now, hopefully, we have everything in place, everything that could possibly be in place. Do I need to buy food? I don't think so. Right, I was doing this before, wasn't I? There we go, that's fine. So yeah, I still don't fully know what the whole toy subplot's about. Like, I know this whole thing clearly is meant to be like a play. I don't I basically get what they mean in a literal sense when they're talking about like everyone's puppet doll of a child thing, but like I don't get really what role it's serving for the narrative. Like, I mean, I guess the whole thing of it being a play does kind of actually become relevant when it comes to Pathologic 2, which we will be playing eventually, I think. Maybe. because there it's like another iteration of the play, which is like fun. So it's both a sequel and a remake, which is not something you get to have very often. But as for this game as an contained piece in and of itself, like I don't really get what that's supposed to change. I guess it contextualizes all the talk of this whole thing being a play, right? Like, part of what this game at points relies on it being all like a play, and I guess it's the whole children bit is how that's playing out. But it's still, I don't know. I still don't see exactly what it's adding, but maybe I'm over. I tend to overlook things, especially in stories like this. So at some point in the future, once we're done, once we are done with the changeling route, I'm gonna read up on what other people think about this, and I'm gonna get a more informed, holistic view of both the game's like narrative and its presentation. Like I do feel also like there's bits of the plot are missing. Like I didn't, for example, in The Bachelor route, I didn't pick up that Maria had a thing for Dunkovsky until like way late. Or who had a thing for HARUSPEX, like Aspity ostensibly, but I thought there was someone else as well, but I could be mistaken about that. I could just be thinking of Aspity. Am I allowed in? No. Not yet. Alright, anyways, we'll go do this. We'll go, we'll get the 3 real endings. We'll get Dunkovsky's ending, we'll get, the Changeling's ending, and then we'll get mine to, like, close things off. Or, is that, I wasn't actually paying attention. What time do we have to be there? Like, is it now? Alright, we'll have ourselves a little sleepover at the Bachelor's. Before, right after we drink some. I still have 4 schmouters, that's so funny. Alright, and here we go, one last time. Just kidding, I talked to this guy first. One last time. There's the block. There's Aglaya. You know, she's angry. Or nervous, at least. Oh, now we get these, right? There's Clara. Taking her sweet time. T-posing. There's Dunkovsky. And there's little Capella. Did we get special, like, walk-in, I was going to call it FFC, that's not right. WWE intros for, the other 2 and The Bachelor route? I don't remember. But a lot of people to talk to here all of a sudden, that's fun. Dunkovsky. I see the Inquisitor lady is charmed into submission. You shouldn't trust her, she'll take advantage of us all, including you. What did she ever do to you? She lied to me. Fooled by her, I was acting on her promise the past few days, and I even encouraged others to do the same. My discovery has been reinterpreted and presented in a fashion that has turned the truth into lies. I have been violated. So what? Think you're in a better position? She's simply chosen a different tactic for each of us. She's abused my hate and anger. She's abused your love and sense of commitment. I wonder what she did to get to Clara if she found the changeling worthy of her schemes at all. If you're still fooled by her, how come you speak so confidently? What if it's also a part of her plan? Because I was lucky enough to reveal her plots. I think that's because Because you're smarter than me, Oinon? Is that what you wanted to say? Let's put it this way. Because I am more predisposed to logical thinking. Okay, I get it.
I'm tired. I've had enough.
By the way, I'll make my own choices. Then why'd you bring me here at all? I don't get it. I'm giving you solid advice and you're not listening. You'll find out soon enough. Alright, that was kind of nothing.
The contaminated town.
And what do you suggest? I suggest you use the chance she's given you, or do the unexpected, although what if she's used to that too? It's scary to think how far her acuity goes. Really? Perhaps I tend to demonize her, but I'm fierce about what happened to me. And you want to keep the polyhedron intact just to spite her. Yes and no. The polyhedron and the Inquisitor are mutually exclusive. The polyhedron will stand if she's gone, and vice versa. I suggest you end her. That's how we can keep one of history's greatest monuments for the humankind. It's a sprout of our future. I see your point. What else you got?
This headache is splitting. I need some rest.
How do you suggest we destroy her? Destroy the town. That will be her death sentence. She's responsible for it before the powers that be. Gotcha.
Yes.
No. Alright. The other new person to talk to is going to be you.
Neither the town nor the tower have to be sacrificed. Everything can be saved.
Alright. Well, you're planning to make up your mind anytime soon? I'd still like to know how you're going to keep the town intact. Borak, what are you saying? I told you it's my secret. I will only reveal that to the queens. General Alexander will never compromise, you know that full well. If I can't persuade Aglaia that mine is the way to purge this world of plague, then nothing happens at all. What is to happen will happen. Seems like you have a strong influence on Block. Even if I mesmerize him, he won't forget his procedure. Don't worry, I'll tell the queens everything. Separately, of course, but not to you. I don't want to see my secret become gossip all too quickly. Aren't you afraid of telling the queens? My choice demands that they destroy one another, Borak. It's all taken care of. Don't you worry. And that's some news. My choice is full of surprises, Borak. Or did you really think this little dilemma of yours was unavoidable? An either-or thing? Look at you talking. It's like you're a different person. Perhaps it's not the same me and who before. There's more than one me. A lot, perhaps. We've got the same pretty face. But who knows whose will is behind it right now? Enough.
You've changed. Or am I imagining things?
What happens to Aglaia? Aglaia will die. Can you make it so that she lives? No, I have no power over that. That is a mandatory part of my plan. Who else will die? Look, there's no need for prying. You'll make it, don't worry. You impudent girl. You're naive to speak as if you've won already. Okay, that doesn't lead to more dialogue. People are. Alright, do either of you two have anything to say about the other two being here? I do have a comment to make, but I want to wait first.
There's little time left, and I still need to do so much.
Okay. So I guess we can talk to her about the choices. We'll do the bachelor's choice first. So what is the bachelor's choice? Talk to him. There's still time. And yet, this bachelor intends to exact his revenge on me for using him. He wants to do it all the other way around. Demolish the city, keep the polyhedron. If you lead him to victory, you may consider your sacrifice made. You will return to the exultant butchers triumphant. I'll ask him myself. Alright, I don't think you have anything else really new.
Yes?
Yes, you just have that to say. And now you.
We can't let cheats play with our free will.
Okay. Oh no, okay, this is how I have to do it. Alright.
The only healer here.
So this is backing out. This is my route. This is Dunkovsky. This is Clara, who does not have a last name, I don't think. And then this is like the bad ending, which is kind of funny. Alright, let's do Dunkovsky first. Let the settlement be destroyed, but don't fire the Tower of Glass. You must survive the tremor of an artillery barrage. I'm surprised to hear that from you. How can you prove it's the wise direction to take? Bachelor Bill. I trust him. I know nothing about the tower except that it contains the life that my father has instructed me to preserve. Does it, though? We will now be talking to you, Bachelor Dunkovsky. Artemi Burke, are you sure they have nothing more to tell me? I'm sure, General. I've made my choice. And then we get, yeah.
You are not the only healer here.
Did I talk to you
Most of
about...
it may. The tower should remain intact. The tower is clean.
Do you have any regrets about what you've done? No. Okay, that's it. They just have to...
I'm so tired.
Okay, I think those both seem pretty generic responses too. So now we're gonna go back and sleep. It's kind of funny that they make you do this. I sleep for a couple hours just to lock things in place. Is Dunkovsky in the upstairs? Eva's still here. I'm glad you're alive, even if you don't like me as the HARUSPEX. Man, you're a quick runner, Dunkovsky. And let's see your exit. Oop, children jump scare for one frame there. That was funny. We're gonna get to watch this cutscene every time. It's kind of like the lights in this cutscene. Like there's weird like spotlight effects here. Oh no, this happens every time regardless, right? This is destroying whatever you say to destroy and not destroying whatever you say not to. In the trees, there was something weird going on. Anyway, so I think... I could be wrong about this, I guess, now that I'm in respect. I think they only play, like, the scenes of the rulers of this outcome if it's, like, you. Like with, the HARUSPEX ending, we got to see him and, someone else, like... We'll watch it again here in a bit. Rolling over the area. So this is not replayed during Dunkovsky's. No, we did see this. Never mind. Yeah, this is exactly, I think, as we saw it in the, Bachelor Out. Never mind, I was gonna say, like, I thought, what you see depends on, like, whether or not the ending is your ending, but I guess I was mistaken in that assumption. Alright, we'll do Clara's ending.
There are so many.
What is Clara's choice? Speak for yourself. She offers a miracle for a high price, a bloody price. The rebels now enslaved with a mirror trap. We know not what they do, these madmen. The tower turned them into benevolent murderers. For this is the true purpose of it, to bring death and sorrow. What is the mirror trap? I don't know what you mean.
We can't let cheats play with our free will.
There's no need to destroy anything. We can do altogether toward gunfire and preserve this world as it is. You believed Clara. You passed right to decide her. I want the Inquisitor to hear this. Yes, I believe in her. Speak, Clara. Artemi Burke, are you sure you have nothing else to tell me? I'm sure, Commander. I've made my choice. Let me get a little, thing. Do you have the same exit dialogue?
Yes?
Yes. Thank you for telling me directly. Alright. So yeah, I guess the main point of getting here with the different characters is, like, understanding what's happening exactly in each ending. Like, if this was my first playthrough, I don't know if I would even recognize Maria there in Dankovsky's ending. Whereas now, I know exactly what's happening there. I know exactly what's happening. I think the reason I was on that road is because, like, for example, until we play the Changeling, I don't think we're going to understand her ending at all. Like, she gave a very vague outline of her plan, and otherwise, it kind of just doesn't make any sense yet. Which is to be expected, but still. Let's see it unfold, see if I'm wrong. I talked over Dinkowski's. Should I be quiet for this one? It's too late now. But it's just like everyone's happy, right? This would be a lot sweeter if the children models weren't just like ugly as hell. So why is Block touching her like that? I don't like that. I like the music they're playing here along with this. Is her sacrifice the real people? Like, that's the sand pit, right? And there's a very high quality rendered food. That's fun. Yeah, that's very confusing without having played through Clara's exit. So that's the thing I was getting at before. It's kind of hard to say. We'll end it here with my exit. Talk to you right away.
I'm gonna break some.
Destroy the polyhedron. We've already been through all this before. And we've read through all this before. Let us leave. Let's explore a little bit first. So, yeah, as I was saying, we go through here as the Bachelor, right? I could pull a Eva from up here. It's kind of in poor taste. Yeah, so I feel like if we're to take all the exits all the endings on exits at face value, it kind of just implies that Claris is correct, but I don't think they would be they would give you that straightforward of an ending, right? Like just from looking at it, knowing as much as anyone else here does watching this, my guess is that, like, I don't know, I'm saying this as my guess because this would also make the meta-narrative make sense, is that, like, whatever the children are using for their model of the town and that, like, has plague in it, and, like, some way they're feeding off of each other. So if the children destroy one of them, then that stops the plague in real life or whatever. But also somehow Clara is able to, if she so desires, pull it out of the everything and put it into, like, she's able to, like, transfer it from the toy model of the town to, like, the actual town, and so people in real life die, but like everyone gets saved, both the city and the tower. That high key doesn't really make any sense, but I don't know what else to say, so that's what I'm going with. I don't know. So I want to be like dramatic here for the final ending, so I'm not sleeping. I'm just gonna like we'll wander the town and I'll ramble until the time runs out. I've given my thoughts on this game, like, and when we beat for real the Bachelor ending. I don't know, I don't remember exactly what he said, but I don't know if I'd have that much new here to say that I didn't say then. So I also, because we also showed the credits then before, maybe we'll show the credits again, I don't know. I don't know why I'm being so strict and weird about like how we're proceeding with the game's ending here, but with how we show it, but I don't know, don't worry about it. I want to end this day off here just at my place, you know? Was it Old Gimski's or Dinkowski? I think it was Old Gimski's got me this nice little house. I got a few more, I got another half hour to appreciate it, so let's hop down, sit outside my place, and think about how much Twire I traded for and killed people for and then just never actually used. Hey, it's Razor Blade, that's pretty cool. That is one thing to talk about while we're still, while we're waiting for the world to end. Look at this, I go to my thing, I have like 36, I have 20, 30 of various kinds of Twire, so many organs too. I could have gotten even more if I was more on top of things with trading. And we just never used any of it. Which is unusual. I don't know how exactly, I don't know how this game's immunity mechanics work. I feel like maybe you can use it to make a bunch of like the well, you can use a bunch of it to make like a bunch of immunity like of your Twire potions, and use that to just like, I'm gonna save again, I don't know, why not? Use like if you can use those to just like power through plague sections rather than just like save scum every time you go outside like I do, which, saying out loud, is probably not the intended approach, but I don't know. They give you a nice quick save, they give you this many saves, you know, I'm gonna do it. I mean, they kind of have to give you this many saves in a game like this, though, right? Like, how many times have I accidentally just screwed myself over? Just either out of not knowing how to prepare, or not knowing what's going on, or just out of generic stupidity, right? So, and there we go. That's how it looks when it just triggers by itself. Yeah, the music's different in every ending. Well, I mean, obviously, the music for the changeling ending is very distinct. There's me. Oh, am I with Aglaia? Right, it was Aglaia that confessed to me, didn't she? Did she? I don't even remember, dude. What a weird game. But we, ostensibly, did we save her? Because, like, they're saying that maybe she would end up being killed anyways, but, I mean, there's me and her chilling. I thought he would have went for Aspity, but knowing how this game can be, maybe they, Or trying to demonize her. I don't know. It is not kin with the... I say this every time, but god, all of these children are ugly. I'm sorry, I can't... It's partially a constraint of the modeling of the time. Also, as part of it's just the designs, though. I don't know. I do not care for the children designs. Oh!
It was a free choice. We acknowledge the victory of the player.
It is indeed miraculous. The exit is clear. It shouldn't have happened. The miracle must be real.
Why was that the cutscene I was quiet for? I mean, because they're playing audio here. They're playing dialogue, not just like a tune that you can look up on YouTube. Can't interact with any of them. I can't even jump on them. Oh, these are the doll. Oh, I'm so stupid. How did I just put this together? This is the play. It's a mime show. They're doing the show with these dolls. These are all the generic like NPC dolls that are using for the play. This one's headless. Is that young Vlad? Or is that just by default? And these are the protagonist puppets. Look at that. That's what this means. That's why they have buttons for eyes here. Because like you see this occasionally in like and some of the exits and that, and it felt so random before. Alright, that helps put those two things together. I still don't get, are the children the ones doing the play though? Or like who is doing the play? How is the town both a sandbox thing made by children and a play happening here? Like, are there multiple layers of meta-narrative? Is it like, this game's happening as a play in the town, which is itself inside of the children's sandbox? I don't know. Like I said, at the very least, we'll clearly have to play through, the changeling's route, because she seems to know more about this than anyone else, and also, like, this game does kind of hide info among various routes, which, I mean, is probably the right way to approach something like this. You want to make sure that, when people are playing alternate routes, they're actually getting stuff, and it's not just like them going through the same motions, them going through the exact same plot, learning the exact same info every time. But it means that for the moment, I still don't really know what's going on in this game. Shout out Grown, art director. So yeah, once again, I don't know, I don't feel qualified yet to talk about all the details of like the plot and that, and my opinions on it that way, because we still only have 2/3 of the pieces, maybe a bit more, because like someone told me that the changeling route is kind of underdeveloped in this game, which is a shame, but I mean, we'll see for ourselves, I guess, eventually. As for what's coming next on the channel, we are doing the full rotation. We're continuing in our route, so like after this, we're going to do Professor Layton, the third one this time, and Around the Future, last of the original trilogy. Big fan of that, very excited. Looking forward to that. Then we're doing Silent Hill 3, the last good one, apparently. And then we're doing, then we'll come back and we will do the Changelings route. Which is, a little intimidating. If this is much harder than the HARUSPEX route, as the HARUSPEX route was harder than the Bachelor's route, I'm a little afraid, but I was gonna say worst case, we can just like save state grind our way through each day, but with how the resources management in this game works, it's not quite that simple, but we'll see. Maybe I'd like to think it's more because you need to know more about what the game's plot is going into it in order to like fully interact with it properly. Which at this point, hopefully, we ought to be at that level. I mean, like for example, at the start of the HARUSPEX route, you do a fair bit with the whole popularity mechanic. I forget what the name of it is, but like I'm assuming we were able to like do a perfect first day, fully restore it due to my knowledge of this game's mechanics from the Bachelor playthrough. I think it's gonna be like that, but even worse with the changeling. But given that I had 4, almost 5 schmouters more than I needed, hopefully we should know enough at this point to be able to like deal with however much this game expects you to know the mechanics, if that is going to be a thing with Clara and no last name. Have we seen Claire's last name before in this route? I don't know if we have. Yeah, I'm less here like giving my closing thoughts and more just speculating with the game. It's kind of funny because the first time we beat it, it's like the first time we saw the game like a complete version of the game's narrative, which made it feel like a complete thing. And I'm sure with when we beat a changeling, we'll have everyone's routes done, and I'll like be able to think about the game as a whole there. And I might even do like a bonus video, not to spoil my plans, but when we're done with the changeling's route, I might like research a bunch about this game and then do another video just kind of like talking about my thoughts on the game, like trying to understand everything and all that. That man's name is Seaman. I point that out every time, but still kind of funny. But yeah, like it kind of puts us in this weird spot now where we don't have that same initial beating the game rush as we did with The Bachelor. So like we can't talk about like, oh, but this character's plot was in too much detail that we didn't see with Bachelor, and we also can't talk about the game as a whole. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I'm still very happy like to be where I am, like having beaten the second route. It does feel very rewarding. It's just you know, a little different. Also, well, I didn't forget, but I'm still taken off guard by just how long these credits are. Like, no shade to any of these people. I'm sure Natalia Shortnikova and Seaman Brodetsky have done more work on this game than I've done in my life, but still, it's just it could go a little faster. As good of a song this is, I would like to. They don't need to be like 10 minutes long. A lot of cool Russian people have cool names, though, I will say, as another thing to just like throw out there while we're watching this all go by. Asya Chashchinskaya. Hell yeah. That's a cool name too. I was gonna say who voices who, but like they don't say who these people play, which is kind of funny for like Letty Flowers, that's a weird name. It kind of questions how relevant, how useful the voice credits are. I'm gonna guess off the top of my head that Asya Lobanova voices, what's her name? Capella. Because Capella's got a very thick Russian accent, and Asya's the only one there who has like a Russian name. I wonder which of those two, like, because The Bachelor sounds like Christian Bale, and the HARUSPEX sounds like what's his name? Not Rick Astley. Alan Rickman. He's got the same form as Rick Astley. So, like, I don't know. I'd like to see if, like, those people were doing impressions or doing voices that happen to coincide. Or if it's just, like, maybe they don't even sound like that and I'm just, like, you know? I might low-key be a little face blind. I might be a little voice blind, too. I'm one of those people who can never tell who's who on a podcast, so I don't know. Shout out to Sjord Gertz and Cool Things. That's gotta be a group of people. That can't be someone's name. First name Cool, last name Things. Yeah, alright. Hopefully, if low-key, if something goes wrong with this recording, I might just, like, re-record the parts I need to and then, like, splice in all this audio over the relevant parts. Because I've got a backup recording mic of all this, which I just bumped to make a weird, awkward noise. That's gonna be fun for y'all to hear if it comes to that. So I know I'm getting all the audio. This is not the kind of thing I should be talking about during the credits of, like, this super impactful, crazy, difficult, exciting game. Is that really how the credits always end so weirdly? Like, that looked like almost like a glitch, but I don't think it was. Anyways, yeah, pathologic. HARUSPEX Route. What a game, what a game. Like with the Bachelor route, I'm going to back up all my saves and then clear them before we go into the changeling route. I don't know if there's a new game plus in this game. Like, worst case, I can just reload in all my saves, assuming that is how it works. If not, I might just not feature what the new game plus is on this channel, but whatever, yeah. Cool. Beat the game. Fantastic game. Loved playing it. We will come back for Clara eventually, but I need a break. Not right now. So, yeah. As always, one last time, thank you for watching.